couple of days on the shelf. A foul ball off his knee on Tuesday against the Rays cost him a couple of starts. And boy, could the lineup have used his big bat. Upton was 0 for 4 on Monday. And then again, the injury on Tuesday, back in there tonight. And behind 0-2.
20 career home runs against the Dodgers for J.Up.
Yeah, that is one of the highest totals among active players. He's one of only 3 guys with 20 or more homers against the Dodgers. The other 2 used to play in the NL West, and now they're St. Louis Cardinals. And Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. Time for our Kia player profile. Fewest at-bats in terms of a home run per at-bat. And Justin Upton at just over 10 in pretty good company if we can go back to that.
Yeah, some pretty good names there. Some great young talent in Trout and Tatis Jr. Trout at 9.4.
It's a rock star list. And Justin now full in the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Check that, 2-2. 2-2 to Upton. You know, Justin didn't really enjoy the season series against the Dodgers last year. I don't think any Angel really did. He was 1 for 10. Again, LA taking all 6. LA Dodgers, that is, taking all 6 over the Angels. And Upton fouls that one away. The Angels lead the all-time series, however. I don't know that anybody's counting the old Cactus League matchups when the Angels had spring training in Palm Springs and the Dodgers used to come down and everybody was grumpy because nobody wanted to take that bus ride from Dodger Stadium to Palm Springs. Now it's a full count, 3-2.
A couple times in this at bat, Urias thought he had a strike on the inside corner of the fastball. I thought he had the upper part of the strike zone on his curveball. And he got that upper part of the strike zone with his curveball. He's got tremendous spin on his curveball.
Oh, that's gone.
Sends a ball to left center field. That one's well hit and gone. Get on up. Welcome back, Justin Upton. It's a 1-1 ball game.
Boy, J.Up going uptown funk against the Dodgers again. That's 21 times he has homered. Halo fans liking that one, having him back in the lineup, 6th of the season for J.Up. Good swing, good at bat. Worked through a 3-2 count. Got one of those fastballs.
Center cut, sitting dead red, and that went a long way.
Wait, Matt, he is so strong. When he makes good contact on the barrel of the bat, it's going to go a long, long way. He was hanging out with the Flintstones in the rock pile.
Here's Jared Walsh down. Walsh 2 for 13, 3 walks in the Tampa Bay series. A 1-1 ball game after the leadoff homer by Justin Upton. Squibber back to Urias. That had some English on it. And that's the first out.
It's played by Urias on that. That's a tough one. He's stayed under control. He's still probably upset about giving up a home run, giving up the lead right away.
One away now for Jose Iglesias. Well, Urias is used to being out there with big leads, and I think it's another thing that he has in common with Griffin Canning. I mean, not only in terms of their time date stamp, both of them are 24 years old, but both of them are coming off of laughers. The Dodgers scored 16 runs for him on Sunday.
Of Southern California, Valley Sports SoCal, the heart.
Yeah, how the
low on the mountain. Just getting ready to say the same thing.
Went from fucking watching it to
And here is Jay up after a couple of days on the
What
shelf.
the fuck?
The foul ball off his knee on Tuesday against the Rays cost him a couple of starts. And boy, could the lineup have used his big, not only in terms of their time date stamp, both of them are 24 years old, but both of them are coming off of laughers. The Dodgers scored 16 runs for him on Sunday against the Brewers, and that has helped in making him one of the starters who's benefited from the highest run support all year. Nobody's gotten more help than Jack Flaherty of the Cardinals, who gets over 10 runs a start. And by the way, he's pitching tonight. But Urias tied with Dylan Cease of the White Sox for third place on that chart.
Well, there's always a joke in the dugout or in the clubhouse before a game. Just give me 13 runs, airtight defense, and I'll take my chances out of the mound. Well, he does that every night. I will take my chances on that one.
0-2 the count to Jose Iglesias. It is a star-studded Dodgers starting pitching staff. But I don't think any of them are throwing the ball better than Julio Urias right now. And that includes all the brand names. Buehler, Bauer, Kershaw, who I understand, Jose, has been a big influence on Julio Urias.
Yes, he has, especially when Urias is trying to master that breaking ball, that curveball especially. And who better to ask it for Kershaw, right, BB? And then, you know, that's led to his fastball, actually. If you show Shohei Ohtani in that first inning, getting more chases outside the zone. In fact, Urias has one of the highest chase percentages in all of baseball this season.
And remember, Clayton Kershaw learned how to really get a good feel for his curveball from Sandy Koufax.
In the air to center field for Taylor.
Hey, Matt, I know you like these numbers, but have you ever seen a guy start a season with 7 starts, 7 decisions lately?
No, not in this day and age, Jose.
That's Kershaw today. 7 starts, 4-3 record, Ruby. How about that?
That's your job as a starting pitcher. I still believe in that, and I will always believe in that. Your job is to get a decision every time you take the mound as a starter. It's your job. And I love that about Kershaw. He never wants to come out. That's why I was so surprised that last game out when he went 1 inning, gave up 4 runs against the Cubs, and was done.
Taylor Ward sends a ball to deep left field, and that one's gonna go. Taylor Ward's first hit of the year is a solo shot that gives the Angels their first lead of the night.
Hey, not too often you feel when you hit a ball, it's going over the 390 sign for Taylor Ward. He knew it off the bat. That's a long way. That one, too. So 2 gigantic home runs for the Halos in this inning. Some production in that lower half of the body. Speaking of lower half of the body in a swing, Taylor Ward, mammoth home run. Give that man a Jersey Mike sandwich.
Two to 1 Angels. Here's Jose Rojas now. First home run in the Grande Liga since September of 2019. Skunks out of the box.
Couple of home runs versus his fastball. 333 batting average versus his fastball. His four-seamer, 2 home runs allowed, 2 home runs allowed in the second inning alone.
Sometimes it just doesn't go according to the stat sheet. It sure has tonight. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Rojas. Oh, and he hit him.
Oh, come on. Get up. Get up.
That was a 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer that completely got away from Urias.
Well, we've seen so many Angels hitters hit around the elbow and tricep area this year. Trout twice. Kurt Suzuki has been hit there. Well, that got him really firm, and there's not a lot of protection. There's none there for
no pad.
Rojas.
No pad.
Funny bone.
Second hit batter this season for Urias.
So not only has his fastball been hit, he has now hit someone with it. And the fastball has been what's given him the most trouble this year. These are the numbers that Gooby was alluding to. The .333 opponent's average against his fastball, the 5th highest in the league. His changeup's been outstanding, and so is his curveball. But you can't throw those effectively without establishing some kind of fastball.
I still like his fastball, but when it drifts down, his four-seam fastball, when it drifts down more so in the strike zone, it becomes hittable. He's got 18 strikeouts with his curveball this year.
And understandably, a long conversation here with Jose Rojas to make sure he's okay. Angels aren't going to take any chances with him with the scarcity of available third base bodies these days. Again, Rendon's still on the IL, and Jose's going to stick around and give it a try.
And you can see that welt right there in the elbow, and it'll get stiffer as the game goes along, too.
Why don't they use that freeze spray stuff anymore?
I know, they never use that anymore.
I think it was made illegal by the federal government. Said, you know, you're killing the ozone with that stuff.
And also, could I get some frostbite along with that?
All right, we got a runner aboard now after the homer, the second of 2. Hopefully Jose's okay to continue the rest of the game. Now it's Butera.
I like that, being aggressive. He's been out there for a while waiting to throw his next competitive pitch.
Drew Butera's career started 11 years ago as property of the Minnesota Twins. He has since been rather well traveled in his major league career. Time with the Dodgers, a short stay here with the Angels. And there's a base hit into the left field corner. Rojas on his way
come on,
into
little guy.
third, where he gets the stop sign. Brian Butterfield gave it every long look, but Pollock picked it up in the corner, and the man they call Butter threw up the stop sign.
Yeah, Pollock has played some center field in his career, so he knows how to play the outfield.
Love me some Butter.
Left field, did a nice shot. Beck gets around that corner. One more bounce. That could get really, really tricky. Jose Rojas motoring, thinking he's going to get a chance to score, but has to slam on the brakes. Corey Seager's got a great arm. He was out there in a good position there on the cutoff. That would have been a tough one to
Yeah,
score.
he would have been out by 5 feet.
All you can hope for is he hit him in the back going in there. He's already been hit once in this inning. He didn't want to get hit again.
A double for Drew Butera in his first at-bat this season as an Angel. Now it's the top of the order, David Fletcher, the 7th Angel to hit their frame.
There you go,
Fletch
D.
has a base hit. That's going to bring in Rojas easily. Here's Butera without a throw.
Chunky monkey.
A 4-run second.
And Flat so good with runners in scoring position. Your worst nightmare as a pitcher because he's so difficult to strike out. He's going to put it in play. It's that into left center, driving in 2. Nice swing by Drew Butera getting his first at bat, and he doubled. Now scores a run. That's an all-speed pitch. Fletch doing what he does best. Contact with runners in scoring position, driving in 2, giving him now 12 for the season. J-Up got it started.
Here's Ohtani now, a strikeout victim in the first. 2 homers and a 2-run single, touching up Julio Urias in the inning. Julio Urias, by the way, way to bury the lead. Since the start of last season, has not lost a regular season decision. He's 11-0.
By the way, he's got one of the best.
It's set on high definition,
It's borderline
and it's not showing high
maybe not
definition.
a legal pickoff move, but it's a real good one. 7
See?
pickoffs in his career.
Look at the settings. It's on high. So why would it be showing low definition? Let's just pause this for a second. So we're in the middle of the game, and all of a sudden it goes to the very beginning of the game without even touching anything, and now it goes into low definition. Come on, Piggy.